Growing up, I had an issue with unforgiveness because I grew up in a broken family. And I think many of you attest with me today that we are the same. I grew up in a broken family. My father was absent in my life. And the absence of my father brought a lot of chaos in my upbringing because there is nobody that really taught me what it looks like to be a man. And even my uncles, they were never present. So I was only with my mother. And the life of my mother was short-lived because she had an accident in 2003 on the 16th of June. And she died on the 23rd of June due to injury wounds. She died prematurely when I was very young. I think I was about 12, 14 years old. And then she dies. I don't have a guardian, though my aunties were there. But I grew bitterness over my father. And I'll explain why I grew bitterness over my father. I grew bitterness over my father because he was very wealthy. He was a member of parliament in our country. He was very upbringing, you know. He had his money and he had influence in our country. He was sitting in the high tables with the president and everybody, but he could not take care of his son. My father rejected me because he said, I don't take care of boys. If you were a girl, maybe we could have another conversation. So my bitterness grew even bigger because my father would take care of my sisters, pay for school fees for them, but my aunties would tell them that you have a son too. Then you'll be like, I do not know him. You rejected me openly. And I grew bitterness over the years. Oh, I was so bitter to a point that I started expressing my bitterness over my sisters. Oh, my sisters, they received it all. I would whoop them, karate, kung fu. I went to train for a specific reason. I had to beat them. I was so angry. That's what I was saying yesterday in the marriage seminar. I was a master of anger. Nobody would be angrier than me. It's a lie. Me, anger. Oh, it was my friend. I was very angry. I was a very disturbed, angry, unfocused youth. Me and Uncle T. Uncle T. This one I grew up with him. Maybe he didn't know what I was causing him to do. It was coming from a place of anger too. You never know. Would go in the streets, take big stones, throw on top of people's houses. Blah! Imagine you're sitting in your house and you hear a noise. Boom, boom. Sponsored by Innocent. I was just angry over everything and over everyone. To a point whereby my anger was now becoming a virus. That was now becoming disrespect to my elders. Very bad. I was violent. I was very outside. My friends were like, oh, inside the house, come inside. Very unreasonable young man. I was very at school, worse, very worse, until my sister had to pray for me because this is what happened. It was getting out of hand, and she had to pray. She knelt before me, and she touched my feet, and she started making declarations. Lord, remove the spirit of anger out of my brother. She cried for 5 minutes straight. She cried. I felt so agitated. I wanted to slap her, but something would hold my hand. I couldn't do it because I would slap. But something would hold my hand. I wouldn't do it until I felt a weight leaving me. It left me. That was the first day I said I want to look for my father. I told my aunties I need to go look for him. I need to see him. And the day I saw him, I looked straight into his eyes and I tell you, after 25 years, because I met my father when I was 25. Not because he was dead or he was present, but I met him when I was 25 years old. At 25, I'm meeting my father for the first time and I'm telling him, I forgive you, sir. I forgive you. He was very confused by that statement. I said, yeah, you might be, but I forgive you. We loved, we prayed together. And that afterwards, I went my way. That was the last time I saw him actually, because I had to travel. Amen. I grew up in bitterness, in unforgiveness, in offense. And I would tell you, in the time that I was offended, I would always be sick. In the time I was offended, I would always be sick. Every week I'll be sick. I'll be sick. Every week something has to happen, either with my immune system, something had to happen, either with my skin, something had to happen. Migraines. I would be sick daily. But the day I forgave my father was the last time I felt sick. And I'm telling you that there are consequences of unforgiveness. Because at a young age, I had problems with my bones, the joints of my bones. Went to the doctors, they say, we might be suspecting arthritis. At 18? Arthritis at 18? You see what unforgiveness does? It brings sickness in your body. Bitterness brings conditions in you. Went back to the doctor after I forgave. We don't see any trace, therefore. That's when you realize the devil is a liar. I'm here to declare over somebody's life that whatever that you have been going through, because I know inside of this room, there are many people that are going through a lot of issues that you cannot even talk about. But today, I'll be the one to talk on your behalf. But as we make declarations, God is going to heal you from the inside. The I receive is lower than the expectation.
I receive.
I declare, may Jehovah God heal you from the inside.
I receive.
If you're a believer, lift your hand and shout, I believe, I believe.
I believe.